Hello, good morning. I wanted to come on here and share a couple books with you guys that taught me how to be a better villager. These books not only taught me how to be a better villager, they also taught me what being a villager even is. By the way, my name is Danielle. I did not grow up going to the AR Points pizza parties, so learning how to read more is something that I've been pushing myself to do over the past few years, because now that I'm at the age where I am trying to conceive and become a mother, I know that this is something that I want to teach my children, the importance of reading and how it contributes to things like critical thinking. So, let's dive into some of the books. I think you guys are going to like them, and let me know if you've read any of them in the comments. The first one is The 12 Steps to Changing Your Life and the World, an Abolitionist Handbook. When I was given this book by my anti-oppressive coach, she told me that this will be a book that you want to carry in your purse and give it away to people. It'll be a book that you want to pick up and you want to reread. It will be a book that will change your life. I did not understand the weight of those words in 2021, but in 2026, baby, I get it. Let's see. I think it's a total of 260 pages. It's a really easy, quick read. You could do it in a weekend, and I highly encourage you to leave a baby picture of yourself in the front cover of the book. That way, every time you pick it up, you know who you're doing this for. The second book we have is The Girl Bandits of the Warsaw Ghetto. This is a book that I picked up at Costco for a total of $12.99, and it was worth the read. This book follows the stories of multiple women throughout their time in World War II and in the Warsaw Ghetto. It teaches us how they gained intelligence to not only create safe places, but in order to help get people out of the ghettos during World War II. It is an extremely touching story, and if you are somebody who wants to learn how to be a better villager, this book is going to, it's going to show you what it means to do that in real time. The third book is The Perks of Being Wallflower. If you guys have not read this book or seen this movie at this time in your life, I highly encourage you to read the book. Even if you've seen the movie, I highly, highly encourage you to read the book. This book changed my life in 11th grade, so much so that I finished it in a weekend. It was the first time I had ever done that with a book. I highlighted my favorite parts in it when I read it a second time that week, and then I started to pass that book out to people in my life that I thought would enjoy it. Once they were finished with it, I encouraged them to give it to somebody else while also highlighting and underlining their favorite parts. In this book, you really see what it means to learn what being a villager is, why it's important, how to contribute to one, and how to really trust your village to help you grow and to help others grow. I know it's getting a lot of hype right now, but it's truly one of the best books ever. I love this book. The fourth book is The Road Less Traveled. It is by M. Scott Peck. I picked it up for a total of $2.99 at a thrift store. I think this is my 5th copy of it because I keep giving it out to people. If you are somebody who's very interested in why we are the way that we are, why other people are the way that they are, why do we make the choices and the decisions that we do, and why do we let fear take over, why do we fall into freeze mode, all those things, this book is extremely good for that. It is written by a psychologist in the 1970s. It's a very logical and scholarly approach to understanding things like our mind and our nervous system connection and how childhood trauma plays a factor into that. Final book is People of the Lie. It is his second book. He did write this after refinding Christianity, so he does talk a little bit about Christianity in here, but again, he keeps a very, very, very good rhythm of why we are the way that we are based on logical and scholarly approaches. He uses case studies from patients in both of these books, and I really enjoyed that because it makes me feel like the problems that I have are not that I want them to be attainable for everybody, but it helps me know that I'm not alone. It helps me know that the things that I'm thinking and I'm feeling and the experiences that I've had, other people have also had. These 2 books will completely change your life. If you are somebody who is feeling pulled to do something, to speak out, to be a villager right now, but you find yourself getting stuck or feeling frozen, these 2 books will help kick your butt in gear, because a lot of times what we need is to understand why we aren't taking movement, why we aren't creating momentum. These 2 books do that. If there was a reading order for these books, this is what I would suggest. First, The Perks of Being Wallflower. It's a quick, easy read, and it introduces the idea of wanting a village, needing a village, and how to be a villager. Second, I would pick The Girl Bandits of the Warsaw Ghetto. This book is fictional. This book is nonfiction. You're going to get introduced to the idea of a village and a villager in this book. And in this book, you're going to see how it played out in real time in history. The third book would be The Road Less Traveled. It introduces the idea of why we are the way that we are, what stops us from taking action, doing all the things. From there, I would go to People of the Lie. It explains a little bit more some of the deeper, darker parts of people, like why do bad people do what they do? Why are some people mean? Why do narcissists exist? All of that. And then I would finish with the 12 Steps to Changing Yourself in the World, an Abolitionist Handbook. I would finish with this book solely because it gives you step-by-step guidance on how to be a better villager. So thank you for being here with me. These were my book recommendations. I'll list all the titles and everything in the information below, so be sure to check that out. And please let me know if you guys read any of these or if you have any recommendations for me to read. I would love to add some books to this list, and maybe we can create an ongoing one for other people that want to learn more about how to be a villager, what a villager is, and how to show up in their lives. Okay, thanks guys. I'll see you next time.